And now, Rob on the road, exploring Northern California.
He's one of Sacramento's most consequential people, Gregg Lukenbill, the unstoppable visionary who snatched an NBA franchise from Kansas City in the mid-1980s, building Arco Arena and relocating the Kings to Sacramento. These days, Lukenbill's focus is on his love of history, teaming up with the Sacramento Historical Society, digging deep into the early days of the city, the tumultuous times of 1849 through 1869.
I've always loved history. I've always loved Sacramento history, and I've always had a great respect and appreciation for that, as obviously reflected by the pictures around here and the books around my life, which is thousands of books.
The images that you have shared with us are shockingly real. I mean, you can see Sacramento in these pictures, and a lot of it is underwater.
Well, the most amazing thing about the contemporary nature of pictures that I've discovered is that with today's digital technology, these pictures facilitate what I would call Google Earth 19th century, and that is that you can now zoom into pictures from the past, and it gives you an entirely different, it brings them to life.
And that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
So where do you zone in on? Where do you find these pictures that you're doing this to?
Oh, the city archives.
Just look at what Lukenbill is finding. It's a summary of his studies called The Island in the Stream, alluding to early maps of fierce flooding in Sacramento and the moving of massive waterways.
What makes this map so extraordinary, in my opinion, is it's a combination of the past and the present relative to the old location of the American River there. I mean, what we did was, we're the only place in the probably on the planet that actually built the city in the riverbed and then moved the river. See, we moved the river from here to here.
So this shows it. This is where it was.
Right, and this is where it is.
And
this is where it was, and this is where it is.
And there's so much more, from images that use technology to show the building of Sacramento's foundation to stunning images of the original grids mapping out city streets, like this one hanging in his living room.
This will blow your mind. So this is the same picture, and this is what zooming in complements of today's technology will do for the clarity of what's in the background on that picture. This one was 1890.
So this is like Google Earth 1890.
This is Google Earth 1890.
Lukenbill sees more than early details. He sees signs from the past that point to the future of our region, and says he hopes to help restore Sacramento to its international status, its right place in history, as a place first made famous by the gold rush and the terminus of the Transcontinental Railroad.
Without the city archives, none of this could happen. All of these type of pictures, and they need people to recognize that they are the key to the past, which is the key to our future.
So why have you grabbed that key?
Well, because I think it just is an opportunity to take modern technology and bring that 19th century history alive, because in the 19th century, Sacramento was one of the most famous cities in the world.
The Hyatt Regency Sacramento, well, that's a fitting award. You brought the Hyatt here, and of course built Arco Arena, Special Recognition Award in 1986.
This man of major milestones and memorabilia on a movement to illuminate the past in hopes of shining light on the future.
It's easy to do what you love, and that's the reason. So I just love the history, and I love to revel in that history of Sacramento, and so that's why me. It's really that simple. I mean, it's doing what I love, which is about Sacramento, to raise the bar for Sacramento. It's a perfect match.